Coming live from Tsaile, Arizona. Right now I have Shantina. Carrie Clark. And congratulations, Carrie Clark, and good morning. I want to ask, what is your favorite memory as being a student?
Mm, Definitely not the homework. um, I think just talking with the staff, and I really like how they're helpful, and I really appreciate that with how they all helped me, and I really look forward to continue with my degree within a college. So I think I look forward to making more memories with them.
Is there anything you'd want to say to the viewers?
Um, just stay safe, stay positive, move forward. You can do anything you put your mind to.
Okay. Thank you for talking with us and continue being safe. That's Shoshina Chi coming live from Tsaile, Arizona. That's Carrie Clark, and thank you for watching. Bye. Coming live from Tsaile, Arizona. Right here I have a graduate named Nathan Begate. He's from the Tsaile campus. Hello. Congratulations. And I want to ask you, do you have any facility in mind that you would want to thank?
I would like to thank almost everybody, my teachers and my instructors that, they pushed me through all the hardships that I did, and, just thank you for believing in me.
As a student, was there any exposure to the media or TV industry?
For me, not that I know of.
Okay, thank you for talking with us, and congratulations. Okay, Shoshina Chi coming live from Tsaile, Arizona. Thank you for coming in. Coming live from Tsaile, Arizona. Right here I have Toriso. He is from the Tsaile campus. Good morning, Toriso. Um, do you have any favorite memories of school?
Yeah, mainly making new friends and also meeting new people on campus.
And if you ever had the chance to jump into the TV or media industry, would you ever pursue it?
Yeah, right now I'm graduating my graphic design, so it mainly works with media and also television as well.
Okay. Support a student reporter on campus.
Yeah, mainly support them.
And lastly, what would you like to say to our viewers?
Hi, hello, and thank you.
Okay, thank you for talking with us. Congratulations. Shoshina Chi coming live from Tsaile, Arizona, and thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye. Coming live from Tsaile, Arizona, right here, Synergy, and she is from the Tuba City campus. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning. Would you ever support a student reporter on campus?
Yes.
And what degree, what are your future plans with the degree you're graduating with?
Well, I plan to continue into a master's in public health or maybe nursing. That's as far as for right now that I'm thinking.
Okay. And is there any facility in mind you'd want to thank?
Probably NAU. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for talking with us, and I hope you have a great day. Okay. Shoshina Chi reporting live from Tsaile, Arizona, and thank you for watching us. Bye-bye.
하여까지 예배게 하상하고 허정거나 소일라 가득되니 예배게 하상하고 허정거나 소일라
The 2021 commencement of Dine College is in session.
허정거나 쇼일라 세세지 허정거나 샤 제헤예예 허정거나 쇼일라 세세지 허정거나 샤 제헤예예 허정거나 쇼일라 셰케스네 허정거나 샤 제헤예예 허정거나 쇼일라 Asana vita pike hushon sheneshli kuna shasheheye hojokona shoyena sheheye hojokona shoyesheheye hojokona shoyesheheye la hojokona shaholai nega hoshehowan sheneshli kuna shasheheye Hojokona shoyela iashiye beastena shananko Hojokona shoyela no hotsoye shepetra shepikena shananko Hojokona shoyela tatsoye shepikena shananko Hojokona shoyela netlezel khaseye shepikena shananko Hojokona shoyela tobiyaziye shepikena shanango Hojokona shoyela tateteniye shepikena shanango Hojokona shoyela shekeshte hojokona shasheye Hojokona shoyela seteche hojokona shasheye Hojokona shoyela kasana veta bika hojone sheneshli gonasha sheheye Hojokona shoyela sheheye Hojokona shoye sheheye Hojokona shoye sheheye la Hojokona shakulana
Please remain standing for the posting of the colors by Tsaile Wheatfields and Black Rock Veterans Organization. Please welcome Mr. David Delmore to perform the national anthem.
Get your high car, big it jest out in, neho be go, betata nit ahen, no tons do son bedes rosco, na bahia da nata. Betzaune ye godanat a godanil eneten aka ede chiko ya bita del dongo epe hosen got epigadanat a danat a iso Nelis et adi Doda pedes nani Vikeya kedanat
A moment of silence. Please welcome Sharon Torricini on stage to conduct the invocation.
Yada di nilchi kat kodo jondo lil na sanshma yadilkil ayolkal no ditlij sisna jini do gosli de bensa zilna dilni chol shiche hasheltke shiche hashe wan yolke sanshma sa natlehe shma na talke ski na taltsui at eight yodel last and is last trobadishin trobayaj tradidin ski tradidin at eight koya eya a bin beat on ho yaselt spito kodo inch hananasti kodo njongo ko hanke khai to ben nach go hajo olgege tlohasen jot ya bito ntitza ado ko etki kago ot ya nhin khunlo ko koche ni kai ho ko ntsui ni yaje dat ho ko ya jo patan zo ho ultra nleni hotata ultra igi ko jo ba hol jij nal sos ko bje bakago ko ba bkhjo ben nach go yat nanish ado tlashi en jonago shi nas ishalo danzn ho koya ban hilta hajon ko ek danidle amassane et che danidle ado ko etada danit le ho elchine da ho johon da istrai to ba da halon ho e altsne ho yat e ko altsne ba dilil ne jon ko e ko ye ka lil ne ado ko nat ani dan lenil to ho ko hashil so banan shtaila edo ko haba halyado lil ko elchine benach ko ho elchine le etadi nil ho hashil so e ko e an khata o lil ko bito nat ado ho an sa case si hasen je ad bi sala ho hot ay e hasti do lil to ko allan tan ko ho bigeden I do lil ho ba chin shi la ta hallo ko hot ay e hasti do lil ado ho nat anin na has trail do ho e do sha ba halia do ho sha bigeden I do ho jo ko e nas nhalchne ya da ho a do lil ho hot ay e hasti do lil sa anagai big hajon hot ay ya e hasti do lil to ho ko to the zindlini shanden la do lil ho yasalt sb to ho chil adon haltkin bi nuden la do lil ho alson hije hajonasli go habish hajonasli
You can be seated. Please welcome Dine College President, Dr. Charles Russell, to give the welcome address.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Charles Monty Russell. I'm the president of Dine College. Ki ani nishle, my teeth of Scotland, Bushes Jean, Ashin Shache, Auto German Chanella. It is my distinct honor to welcome all of you to today's fall commencement ceremony. This marks the second year that we have had a fall commencement. And we are blessed this morning with the snow that, even though it may have hopefully didn't mess up anybody's moccasins, it's a beautiful blessing to have that happen today as we move forward with this commencement. You know, one of the things that I've been doing since I've been president is I want to kind of give you a sense of who are the graduates that are here today. And so I want to share with you some of their names and some of their aspirations and what they do and what they're trying to do. Paula Borgia is earning a certificate in public health today. She is a CHR from Thuru, and she wants to go back, and now she has a certificate to go back and help her community even more with the knowledge that she's earned, especially in this time of a pandemic. Mackenzie Hicks from Kayenta. She's graduating with a degree in medical assistance, and she hopes to, quote, hopefully go to work after this, because, as she said a little while ago, I like to help people. Alexander Nez from Blue Gap. He's graduating with a degree in mathematics. Last spring, he graduated with a degree in physics, and he had just one more class to get another degree, and he took it. And he plans now to hopefully go work in a hospital again to help people. Caitlyn James from Lickchukai is graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Biology. She hopes to move on to Colorado State University and earn her master's. Her mom, Gayla, someone that I've known for most of my life, is here to share that time with her. These are the type of graduates. These are the type of people that sit before you. They're not getting a degree for themselves. They're getting a degree to help others, to help their nation. And I think that's really important to remember. That's one of the foundational elements of this college, right? Is it's about we learn who we are, but we don't keep that information inside. We share it, we contribute, and we honor those that have come before us. And with that in mind, I think today is also a very, I don't even know the right word to use right now, but what we are going to be doing with, you see these white robes in a few minutes, is something we have only done at Navajo Community College or Dine College a few times in our history. And we are here to share that because just like you students that are graduating, giving back is something that's not just about students, it's also about the faculty that are sitting behind you. A few faculty are here because we had to keep safe. We have certain requirements we had to keep. And so people were working long, and I'd like to take the time to say thank you to the Dine College staff to make this decoration the way it looks. To be able to, last night, some of you know, we had a blackout for 3 hours, worrying whether or not the heater would be on. I don't think we have to worry about that. If any of you are like me, it is hot in here right now. But all these things are thinking about how do we put together a program. Provost Garrity, the other day in a meeting, she said, I love this time of year. I love graduation because everybody comes together to help. And that is so true. It also, from the college perspective, but also from your perspective, your families are here. They're here to protect you. They're here to celebrate with you. They're here to honor. And your responsibility is also to say, and you're here to thank them. We have some very distinguished guests. A lot of the honorary doctors have brought their families, and I'll let them introduce their families. But we have some people I'd like to recognize. The president of Navajo Technical University, Dr. Elmer Guy, is here. Please stand, thanks. Former Chief Justice of the Navajo Nation, Robert Yazzie, is here. I'm sorry I don't have the other names, and I apologize if my eyesight is not that good looking that way, but I also want to recognize anybody that has graduated from Navajo Community College or Dine College to please stand up. There we go. Somebody's brave. Look around, people raising their hands. That's part of that legacy that we talk about. I'd like to transition now to talk about the bestowing of honorary doctorates. You know, when this college first started back in 1968, there were people at that time and that place that created this college, our creation story, if you will, Navajo Community College. The names like Ned Hatothli, Guy Gorman, Ruth Russell, Mike Mitchell, Andy Natanaba. These are people that created this college. But like any creation story, if you will, once something is created, other people have to come along. Those people have to take what was started and build it. I like to look at it in the sense of that first group legitimized Navajo history, language, culture, philosophy into a higher ed curriculum. They were the first Native American studies program in the entire country. Dartmouth came years later. They set the foundation. It had never been done before. The education that you have learned, that you have received, that you have earned, was something that had never been done on this earth before, ever. And it started with them. It started with those people who created this college, created this philosophy. You sit here now because of them. I sit here now because of them. But once something is legitimized, it also then needs to be professionalized. It's one thing to say, this is our Dine philosophy. But then you have to worry about the Higher Learning Commission, about accreditation, about all these rules and regulations. And that is where these four gentlemen come in. They helped take what was the first idea and they professionalized it. They put that Navajo philosophy into a curriculum. They put that Navajo philosophy and learning and history and language into something that would then be accepted by the Higher Learning Commission. You have the creation, then you have the professionalization. And there were others. Some have passed on now. But that group of people created the college so it became respected across this country. We have these four to thank for that. And that's what we are doing here today. A people, a culture, a nation, and an institution defines who they are by who they honor. And today, we honor Don Danette Dill, Harry Walters, Avery Denny, and Johnson Dennison. Our college today will bestow upon them an honorary doctorate. We have only done this a few times, and we have not done it, I think, in the last 20-something years. And so we're happy. We're excited, like that snow that's out there that is fresh and bright. We feel that way right now. At this time, I asked Dean Michael Lerma to join me in honoring Mr. Donald Danette Dill. Mr. Danette Dill, please come forward. Stand on this. Earlier this morning, the Dine College Board of Regents approved resolutions for these honorary doctorates, and I will read them to you so you know who we are honoring today. Dine College is authorized to confer an honorary doctorate degree to individuals it believes has contributed significantly, and the Dine College President, upon consultation with the Provost Council, has nominated Mr. Donald Dine Dill to be awarded an honorary doctorate degree for his remarkable contributions to Dine College. As a faculty member, traditional knowledge holder, and Hitatli of the Navajo people, and Mr. Donald Dine Dill distinguished himself by his remarkable contributions in the area of humane letters by teaching 29 years at Dine College as a faculty member. And he taught all of the Dine study courses like Foundations of Navajo Culture, Navajo Oral History, Navajo History to Present, Navajo Nation Government, Navajo Philosophy, Navajo Holistic Healing, Navajo Herbology, Navajo Silversmithing 1 and 2, Navajo Arts, Philosophy, and many more. And Donald Dine Dill has received many awards ranging from Faculty of the Year by the American Indian College Fund in 2012 to Outstanding Leadership as Chairman of the Board by the Navajo Health Foundation Incorporated from Ganado Sage Memorial Hospital. And he is a Blessing Way practitioner. And he continues to lecture on Navajo culture, Navajo way of life, and issues impacting the Navajo people. Now therefore be it resolved that the Dine College Board of Regents hereby approves the conferring of an honorary doctorate degree of humane letters to Mr. Donald Dine Dill.
Thank you very much, the college administration, Mr. President, and all the upper-level executive people here at the college, and the Board of Regents, and also the graduating students. And I'd like to recognize my mother. She's sitting over there with my brother Jerry. May beak is Shamaba Shabeda Hadasi. Do Tsaile do Jerry beak is Eshake na aj. And I just want to say thank you very much. I'm very humble. Do bahan shlida nti hande hoda shilkhone. Hat ila bandi sahko tashidohne tishnigo. Ado denden hadina shido nido e ade niya. Kot ani kot yego bitzilo nda nethan. Doid a lolena tkinda. Khalid ant nishtkil. Tsada edelnenit ant nishtkil. Jenzo ban tsitzekes. Kot a khojij. Shomada hat a yishich hanatze. Tsada de koshi o hayu. Nohos a nahat a nentsekes atso yiladaskhe. Yiltaskhe. Hajo and Ibahoneya was her word of wisdom, and I respect that. And thanks for coming and bringing my mom, Jerry. I don't know I should I have many friends all over, so they're probably tuned in to watch the Zoom. And so I just want to say thank you for people that nominated me, and I did my best during the time that I was teaching here. I put in a lot of time. I taught at other college centers. I used to drive down to Tuba City, teach all day Saturday, sleep over there, teach all day Sunday. And I was able to do this within 8 weeks, all-day class, and get 2 classes out of the way within an 8-week period. And then I taught at Crown Point, driving up there on Saturdays or Sunday, Shiprock, Chinle, Ganado Center, and just about every center I taught on weekends. And here at the main campus, I taught on weekends, and I was one to start that instruction on weekends. And the reason for that was I wanted to connect with my students, because many of our students are returning adult students. They have full-time jobs. They don't have time to work in their classes during the week. So that was one of the reasons why I started the weekend class. And so I taught many weekends and to cater to students. And so that was my passion, is trying to do my best and giving the students those courses during the weekends. And so I'm proud of that. And after a few years of doing that, some of my colleagues began to teach on weekends. And so that was very, very good. And so one other thing about that is I never lost students, those weekend all-day classes. It works. It's effective. For those regular 16-week classes, I start losing students. They burn out at the 14th, 13th week. They just disappear. But those 8-week class, all-day weekend class, never lose any. And I was really proud of that. And so thank you again, and lots of luck to you graduating students. And again, thank you to the Board of Regents, the administration, and my colleagues. One of the things that really stands out is when I go out in the public at flea markets, other ceremonies, before all this craziness, I used to go to ceremonies, and people, former students, would say, "Thank you. I enjoyed your class. I learned a lot from your class. Thank you." That's the best thing I heard. And then the other one is parents or even grandparents. They see me. Now they're on their own. They went up to get an advanced degree. That's a major payoff. Thank you.
He was looking for his diploma, thought he took it away. Next, I'd like to ask Dr. Dean Paul Willetto to join me in honoring Mr. Harry Walters. Mr. Walters, come up. By the authority vested in me by the Dine College Board of Regents, I confer Mr. Harry Walters the honorary doctorate degree of Humane Letters in recognition of his distinguished service to the community as an educator, traditional knowledge holder, and Hatathli of the Navajo people on this 10th day of December 2021. Whereas the Net College is authorized to confer honorary doctorate degrees to individuals it believes has contributed significantly, and the Net College President, upon consultation with the Provost Council, has nominated Mr. Harry Walters to be awarded an honorary doctorate degree for his many contributions to the Navajo Nation and Dine College as a faculty member, traditional knowledge holder, and Hatathli of the Navajo people. Mr. Harry Walters distinguished himself by extraordinary contributions in the area of humane letters by giving instruction in 2 languages, and he is also a traditional and contemporary artist. And his scholarship in the Navajo philosophy and ethics began in the 1960s and continues to this present day. And his dedication of 40 years for education and learners provided the foundation for his work in Dine College's Navajo history and culture curriculum. And he has been an advocate for Navajo history and culture, for the Navajo people and the Navajo Nation. And as the first curator of the first Tribal College Museum, he has blazed the path for others to follow all across this country. Today, he continues to teach as an adjunct faculty to the Navajo people. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Dine College Board of Regents hereby approves the conferring of an honorary doctorate degree of humane letters to Mr. Harry Walters.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to thank the president of the Dine College, Dr. Russell, the vice president, the Board of Regents, and all the executive staff of the Dine College, faculty, staff, maintenance workers, and then all the graduates. Thank you for making all this possible. As Dr. Donald Dale said, that we began teaching here with very little knowledge of Western education. But we have a lot of natural resources that we could use. And that I'm a good example of that. I have been a teacher for 49 years, beginning with Chinle Boarding School in the fall of 1972. And in the spring of 1973, while this campus here was being built, my supervisor said to me one day, he said, "Do you know Robert Russell?" And I said, "Isn't he the guy that started the Rough Rot Demonstration School?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "He's with the college." He said, "He wants to see you." And I expected to see a white man in business suit, tie, but Dr. Russell came in with cowboy boots, jeans, and sheepskin vest. And then he said, "We're building a college. we're building a Navajo Culture Center, 6 stories. 2 stories will be a museum. And he said, you're the only one that we can find that has some experience in museum. We want you to run that museum for us. I was floored. And I was very young, in my 20s. And I accepted it. And I have been with the Neck College ever since. The museum was under the Nest Studies. And that as working in the museum, I have access to teaching. And I started teaching. And then I was also the chairperson for the Nest Studies for 10 years. And we started the Navajo language endorsement and the teacher ed program and others. And I am very proud of that. I have some very capable people in my division. And I let them work, and I just gave them the support, and that a lot of the courses that are being taught here and in other places, the 300 and 400 level Navajo language and culture courses, were developed during those times. And I'm very proud of that. And also, we started a repatriation program. This was long before NAPRA. And we got medicine bundles, some sacred paraphernalia, and then we let the local resources, medicine people, use it. And that I was very, very proud of that. And I was also on the board of trustees when they were building the Navajo Nation Museum. And I also served as the board of trustees for the Wheelwright Museum in Santa Fe. And that we were able to secure a lot of sacred cultural artifacts for the Neck College, not only with the medicine bundles, but also with sand paintings. And then also programs that benefit the Navajo Nation and the Navajo people. And that so with this, I want to thank the Neck College, and I have spent the better part of my life here. And I never thought of it as being work. I liked it. I enjoy every minute of it. And then I have been retired for 13 years, but I still dream being here. And I'm still teaching adjunct for cultural arts program. I'm also teaching adjunct for San Juan College too, and that I have the Neck College to thank for that. And I would like to introduce my wife, Anna. She's sitting over there. Anna, can you stand up? Anna is Pawnee, and we have been together for 56 years. And that all the time we spent down here. So she is practically 100% Navajo. So thank you very much.
I'd like to ask Dean Lawrence Isaac to please join me in honoring Mr. Avery Denny. Mr. Denny, may you come forward? By the authority vested in me by the Dine College Board of Regents, I confer Mr. Avery Denny the honorary doctorate degree of Humane Letters in recognition of his distinguished service to the community as an educator, traditional knowledge holder, and Hatathli of the Navajo people on this 10th day of December 2021. Whereas the Net College President, upon consultation of the Provost Council, has recommended Professor Avery Denny to be awarded an honorary doctorate degree for his many contributions to the Navajo Nation and Dine College as a faculty member, traditional knowledge holder, and Hatathli of the Navajo people. Professor Avery Denny distinguished himself by significant contribution in the area of humane letters by teaching at Dine College for 34 years on the topics such as culture, history, and holistic healing. And he has taught some of the most unique courses, including Foundations of Navajo Culture, Introduction to Navajo Herbology, Navajo Oral History, and Navajo Philosophy. And in 2018, he began collaborating with other practitioners to launch a Relearning Dine Ceremonies set of classes here at Dine College. Much like a doctorate, the courses are just an introduction to the ceremonial healing processes. And he has also contributed greatly to the psychology program. He has co-taught courses with psychology professors and helped to make the psychology degree integrated with the Dine holistic healing practices. And he continues to teach at Dine College and plans to contribute to a forthcoming graduate degree in psychology. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Dine College Board of Regents hereby approves the conferring of an honorary doctorate degree of Humane Letters to Professor Avery Denny. It's nice and shiny. Here you go.
Good morning. Yat hey. Da iraja shi halawat. Andas khashin sheda hanosin. Yat I would like to thank the college, the Dine College governing board, my uncle, the president, because of the Board of Regents, and all the faculty, staff at the Dine College. And we are here every day of the year to get on campus here and work together for our Navajo students. So I come from a home way over there by Low Mountain, Horpowell, Hostodito, and Tobaha Otlin. Born and raised there. My father and my mother, they are hathali, 5 nights and 9 nights singers. But I came to work here about 34 years ago, and Monte's father, Dr. Bob Russell, he came to me, he went to my office, came into my office, and he said, this institution is part of your life, your family, because your uncle, Ellen Diaz, he was part of this institution here. And he told me about Low Mountain Boarding School, the Quonset Building School over there. My mom, Ruth, Bob, they used to work there in the 50s, early 50s, and I think that's where Charles was born and all that, and got to know a lot of people over there, and that included my family, my mother and my father, and my uncle too, my dad. So that's the reason why is that this is your stomping ground here. You took care of it. So I come here every day to work, teach, and I tell my students that I share a part of my life, my experience, true life experience, not somebody's life experience, not what somebody wrote. I said, this is what I was brought up with, what I was raised with. And when I did my resume to be hired at this institution, I said, I come from a hokan with a fire that's burning, with all the tools and the essential right there. So my whole life experience, my resume would be, I was born in that hokan, and 25 years I'm applying for this job here. So that's what I'm going to teach here, and that's what I'm going to share with my students. So it gives me great pleasure and honor to share that experience with all of my previous students and all the students that's going to be taking my class. So thank you, students, very much. And I go this afternoon, this evening, I hit the road, get off the grit, get on into the muddy roads and bumpy roads, and way out there, start doing the winter ceremonies out there. And that's where my knowledge is, over there, to refresh myself, to renew myself. So you're all welcome over there to sit in the hokan with me, and let's do that too also. So a lot of people to say thank you to the one that are streamlining out there all the way from Tucson, the ice cream loving, ice cream eating families that are everywhere. And thank you very much. And every hokan where this is going. So thank you very much. Colleagues, appreciate it. But I can't send to all these to the holy people to be here with us, to be able to be part of the ceremony and to be given this honor. Thank you to my mother and my father, my children. My wife is over there. My son over there, they came in over there. So we live over here by Round Rock. So thank you very much. Give me the mic, I'll talk all day. Thank you very much.
You know, one of the things that you've already recognized, and if you know these people, you know it already, but their commitment their commitment to the college, their commitment to all of you. But it's not just with them. And so I'd like to at least take a second real quick, because we acknowledged them earlier, but we have faculty behind you, and they're representative of all the faculty, just like these gentlemen so far have been faculty. So I'd like to take the time to have them stand up and be recognized so we can thank you for the work that you do today during this really difficult time. Faculty, could you please rise? And to put something like this together today, if you look around, you see security, you see facilities, you see all these people that have helped put this together. So I would like to, at least those of you that have helped and had a say in putting this on today, if you could raise your hand and stand up also, for we can say thank you to you. That means all of you sitting over here. Security in the back, thank you. And finally, I want to take the time, because being the president, I get to stand up here. But I can't do anything without the people that work with me. And I'd like to take the time to honor my cabinet and the people that work as the Vice President of Student Affairs, Glenada Haskey, Vice President of External Campuses, Marie Nez, Provost, Dr. Geraldine Garrity, and Vice President for Finance, Bo Lewis, who is not here. But thank you to all of you for the work that you do day in and day out. Literally, I just get here and stand, and they do all the work behind me. So thank you so much for this, because you made this day happen. I also want to bring up just a person that recognized somebody that will be their last graduation. And our Louise, could you stand up? 40, how many years? Over 46 years, I believe, right? Yeah. And she'll be retiring. And so all of your transcripts, that's her signature. All of you that graduated, that's her signature. So thank you. And I also want to recognize a person that has actually made it possible for many of us who have gone on and earned our college degrees, no matter what level, have had the opportunity possibly to earn a Navajo Tribal Scholarship. I'd like to recognize the director of that office, who makes a lot of this happen to help out, but Rose Graham. And finally, I'd like to ask Dean Tutt to join me in honoring Mr. Johnson Dennison. Could you join us? On this side. By the authority vested in me by the Dine College Board of Regents, I confer Mr. Johnson Dennison the honorary doctor degree of Humane Letters in recognition of his distinguished service to the community as an educator, traditional knowledge holder, and Hatathli of the Navajo people on this 10th day of December 2021. Whereas, the Dine College President, upon consultation of the Provost Council, has named Mr. Johnson Dennison to be awarded an honorary doctorate degree for his countless contributions to the Navajo Nation and Dine College as a faculty member, Board of Regents, health advocate, traditional knowledge holder, Hatathli, and former dean. And Mr. Johnson Dennison distinguished himself by his countless contributions in the area of humane letters, by educating for 30 years in the K-12 classroom and administration, by being a school principal, being Dean of Instruction at Dine College, and faculty of the Teacher Education Program. And he is a Navajo traditional medicine man, Hatathli, since 1974. And he is a cultural specialist and motivational speaker on topics such as Navajo culture, history, Native medicine, Navajo language, and a storyteller. And he has also contributed to the Dine Medicines Association as a former president and a member of the health board at Chinle Hospital. And he continues to educate the Navajo people on the Navajo Nation. Now therefore be it resolved, the Dine Board of Regents hereby approves the conferring of an honorary doctorate degree of humane letters to Mr. Johnson Dennison.